Here we go. We have another Auto Challenge Live, episode 2. And first we're starting by showing you a bunch of different things that we made up for this week. This here is the Auto Challenge Video Car of the Year 2013 nominees. So these are all the cars that we have discussed from episode 1 of season 1 to episode 5 of season 2. So all the ones we're talking about in that time are on this list. And here we have them. So the nominees, we have the Aston Martin DB9, the Pagani Huayra, Subaru STI, Mini Cooper, Lamborghini Murcielago, Lamborghini Gallardo, Lamborghini Diablo, Triumph TR6, Ferrari 458 Italia, Chevy Corvette Z06, Ford GT, Nissan Q, Ferrari 612 Scalati, Fisker Karma, Lamborghini Countach, Lamborghini Aventador, Lamborghini Aventador J, Ferrari 458 Spider, Lamborghini Miura, and then this week we have the Ford Mustang and the Ford GT, and for the final one of this year, the Chevy Corvette Stingray versus the Nissan GTR. And those are the car nominees for this year. So we will be deciding which one is the best of them, and we'll be putting that up on the wall alongside of the one we picked as the car of the year that we didn't have to feature. And that would be the McLaren P1. We gave out 2 other awards this year that we didn't feature in any videos until now. And that is this one here. And the Blader Summer picked out this car. And this is the... What is the award that it won? The Subaru Legacy. What did it win?
Oh, the concept of the year.
Yep, that went to the Subaru Legacy. Here it is. Now, I let him pick it, but I still think it's an amazing car. So just tell why you think this is the best concept that any company showed us this year.
Well, you take a look at that car. Okay, just take a look at it. I mean, having owned the Legacy and driven other sedans, they handle really well, really fun cars to drive in general. And when you put a skin on it like that, you really start getting it takes a lot of the best elements.
Or when they make the GT version.
Or
when they make the Legacy GT.
Yeah, and it makes it, and you have a lot of
the Legacy GT is amazing.
Fun to drive. But the looks on it, it has a lot of different elements. You can see a lot of other cars that are really popular. Take some of that Japanese look from the Sonata. You see the long lines on the door. But you look along the front, you start getting into.
Oh yeah, I see that now. It does look a little bit like it, yeah.
Yep, and then you can kind of take a look at the nose. It kind of takes a little bit of the element of what you'd find.
Tribeca.
Well, I said the Tribeca, but it also has the look. Like, say that you remember the Chrysler 300.
Oh, that car's terrible.
But again, you're getting some of that element that, so it has a lot of that, so you get a little bit of an American kind of a look, but it still has that, real aggressive, even that, the lights have like a scowling eyes that you can go in and, like that thing of barreling down on you like a train if it comes up behind you, so especially the GT version, like how the wheels look. It's all well designed. It looks great. The back looks really good as far as how the lines are and everything. So it really is it has a nice look about it, a good looking car, and with all the dependability, quality of a Subaru, and the fact that they're always just the way they are. They're just fun. They're just fun cars to drive. Especially if you get a 6-speed in there, I think you'd really enjoy driving this car as opposed to just, I think they're going to compare it. A lot of people are really happy with the Mazda 6 that they're, they can drive it like you stole it kind of a thing. Same kind of a thing. I think that same type of feeling you'll get from this Legacy, and it'll also, again, have that all-wheel drive, so you can really blast into some corners with some speed, and it'll hold on and get you through. And being a safe car, you'll, live to tell it for another day. So there you go. There's a Legacy.
Right. What we know about this Subaru Legacy is that they have not officially said what they planned this car for. We may never see that design on the road. They might also turn it into like a WRX design. That was one of the other things that people said about it on the computer. Or that it could be. Ow, I don't know if that hurt my face. What else did it say? Oh yeah, so Subaru is also going to make some other concepts for the Legacy. We haven't really seen any pictures of those yet, but I think it's going to be pretty cool. The next thing is the one that I picked. Now, normally, like I said in the previous episode, we don't typically talk about things on here, Auto Challenge and Auto Challenge Live, that aren't related to the basics of the car. The look, its speed, how fast it goes. Oh, I just said the same thing. I meant to say how much horsepower it has, what it looks like, all that stuff. But then I seen this, and this just had to be the concept of the year. Now, what I mean, the difference in the concept and concept cars, the concept is something that is related to a car but isn't a car. Does that make sense? That makes sense, right?
Yeah.
It's a concept that is part of a car but isn't like the actual body of the car type thing. And it has to be this Bridgestone's airless tire. Right, so this is the one that I picked. The Blader Summer agreed on this one.
It's interesting.
It's pretty cool because obviously what it has is you see on the blue. I don't know why I'm pointing to it. I just always do that. So if you see on the blue there, that is just a little plastic. And it's got the rubber around it. So it doesn't have any air, so you won't obviously have a,
No blowouts.
Yep. No blowouts in the tire, no going flat, anything like that. Right now, it can only go up to 37 miles an hour in a small car, but someday. Right, the next thing we have is we're going to look at what the rest of the season schedule looks like. Are you guys interested? We just had episode 3, so episode 4, the 21st, which is first day of winter, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to win that week. The Blader Win is going to win on the first day of winter. You'll see next week will be the first week that I win. There's no way that you can possibly say that a Mustang is better than a Ford GT. A Ford Mustang isn't as good as a Ford GT. That's like comparing a WRX to an STI. The STI is always going to be better than WRX.
I beat you in the Cube.
Yes, you did beat a Ferrari with a Nissan Cube, but we'll get over that later.
Enough said.
Episode 5 will be on the 28th. That'll be the final week of it for this year, and then we should have episode 6
I'll win a debate with a pogo stick.
on the 4th. It's not possible. So on the 28th, we'll have on the 28th will be the day that we will announce what the video car of the year is. Actually, we'll do it 29th on Auto Challenge Live. As you see, Auto Challenge Live isn't on here because that came out last week. It's just an idea, test run. Testing, so I don't have the idea for that. And also, I've been working on the new schedule for the 3rd season. Because we're back for a 3rd season. Aren't you excited? Right, here we go. So this is the schedule for... This obviously is not official, depending on how long we run and depending on what we want to do. Here we have the Auto Challenge Season 3 and Auto Challenge Live Season 2. There you go. Episode 1 will be on the first day of March. Then Live will be on the second day of March. Because the live episode always comes the day after we sort of review the thing, which we'll do in a minute. Episode 2 on the 8th, Live being on the 9th. Episode 3 is on the 15th. Episode 3 is 15th. So Live is the 16th. 4 is on the 22nd. Live is on the 23rd. And 5 is on the 29th. Oh, I can fix that. We'll do that. So Live will be on the 30th. And then 6, 7, 8, and 9, you can just see right here. They're all, if necessary, if I win all of them and then he decides to win at the last second. Right, but before we talk about... That's the car right there, isn't it?
Lost 302, baby.
But before we talk about these two competing cars... We don't need that. Nope, we don't need that either. We'll do this then. We'll bring off that. And bring you right here. Okay. So what we have is we're going to talk a little bit about what we did last episode. So let's talk about last episode. Hold on. What was last episode? 3, right? Yeah, it was. Doesn't tell me that I updated it. Oh, and I just changed it.
Oh, you got the winner. Oh, whoa, then you already have it printed out. No,
I didn't print it out. No, what I do is I pre-make it by the last episode.
So I guess you don't have to know, because you can just know.
No, what I do is I have, since it said Blader Summer, I just made the Blader Summer one because that was, you won the last time, so instead of getting rid of it and retyping it the next time, it's just there if you
No,
can
just keep it anyway. You can just pprint them in advance the whole season.
No.
Because you'll know I'll win them all.
So really, episode 2, I could have printed that one in advance too, huh? Episode 2?
Oh, no, you try to tell me what is a tie?
It was a tie!
Yep. If you say so.
Or episode 3 of last season.
Yeah.
We had a tie.
Mm-hmm.
We did.
Okay. Whatever you say.
What other car do we have? What car did I pick last week?
You had
the Miura.
The Miura.
Right, so here we have, we're going to review last episode. That looks awesome. Oh, I almost accidentally stopped the video. Okay. We are on the screen share now, so we're showing you the Pagani Huayra. What we did last week, well, actually, when I say last week, I mean yesterday. What we did in yesterday's episode was the Pagani Huayra versus the Lamborghini Miura. And yesterday we saw the first day that an Italian supercar ever won.
Mm-hmm.
So why don't you tell us about, take like 2 minutes to tell the Huayra.
Well, the actual thing is that the Huayra, the name comes from is the god of wind, from the
South American god of wind? South American god of wind?
Yeah, the South, and it kind of goes back to the Incas. So you're going to get back. It's kind of interesting that...
Well, he's telling you, I'll be showing you different pictures.
Well, the kind of cool thing is that this real mysterious part about this, that it even goes back to, when you're getting into the Incas and up in that area.
That's the little wings to give it downforce.
The language and the things, it goes back to Atlantis. And you have Lake Titicaca and all the things in that area there.
Definitely, yep.
So it goes back to the origins of civilization and
I know what you're talking
intellect of human beings back to people from it, the lost people of Atlantis. And it leads us to the god of wind.
Real.
And the god of wind is how Pagani, who had left Lamborghini to bigger and better things, to going onto his own company, and look what he created on his own. This is a vehicle is the mastery of airflow.
It is. It's amazing.
It's the mastery of how it uses all the airflow to ensure that the thing won't even pitch and roll into corners at high speeds and things like that. So that's why it's called, Huayra, because being the god of wind, that is able to manipulate and use.
That's the car that they made before the Huayra.
Downforce and
the Zonda.
All these things so that it can actually go, handle well, and be an excellent vehicle. It even had Top Gear even had it, and it did really well on its test track.
It got first place.
So can't get any better than first. So with that. And that's why that car, even when you do, the car of the year, it's Probably, besides maybe the Triumph TR6, that's probably the selection of the car that will be the
Remember,
car of the year.
we have to agree on it though. And I don't think the TR6 is the car of the year.
But how about the Wire?
The Wire is definitely the best car that we've had in here.
So, there you go.
So you just said we basically just agreed on this in this episode.
So that's by its mastery, and that's what's going to be. And this is the technology that's going
So
to lead.
you've seen in this.
Let me finish what I'm saying. This, but you've seen in this technology on the Wire what's going to be the future of other cars, because how they were able to manipulate air and how the downforce and all these things. That's going to be what other cars start to use.
When you have a car,
Make them lighter,
with
make them
those
more fuel
doors on
efficient.
it, that's when I'll say you're cool.
Well, other cars, they're out there, but it's not always an efficient way to get in and out of a car. So it isn't really that for most people that the Gullwing isn't the best way to get out the doors for in and out of the car. The best,
Anyways.
regular doors are usually a bit more easier for people to operate.
Right now we're going to talk about this. The losing car.
Looks like a fish. Looks like a flat fish. Flounder.
You are so annoying. I didn't even start talking. You're already like making comments about it.
It does look like a flounder. That's where the name. That's where mirror comes from. Flounder in Italian.
The mirror is some type of bull or something. It's not a flounder. It's not a
Bullfish.
fish. I'm gonna click right here and see what it says it's about. Their founder of Lamborghini, the Lamborghini guy himself, didn't want them to make one. Didn't want them to make this car, but they didn't listen to him.
Yeah, because you don't like the fish.
Stop talking about fish. It doesn't say, but it's fine because it's not named after fish. Look at that. That is the original supercar as we know it now. And it's amazing. The engine was the first time in the back. And when the doors opened, it looked like the horns of a bull. How awesome is that?
Uh-huh.
But I can't think of a door cooler than it. The gull wings on the Huayra. But, yeah, that's what it was, and it was fast and cool. I mean, obviously, if you put it next to a Huayra, the Huayra would destroy it, but the Huayra is a car from 2011, this is a car from 1966. They also made a concept of it in 2006, a new, concept. And there it was.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's a little bit nicer. It's more up to date.
Yeah, because it was made in 2006. Anyways, so that's that. Those are the cars. And
Look
now,
at that car. Oh, look at that.
look at that.
No, you look at that.
Looks
Mustang.
amazing, that car right there.
Yeah, it's okay. It looks like a Miura.
Because they came from the same time. That's a 1960 racing car.
Mm-hmm.
This was a 1966 road supercar. Anyways, this week, we have it be Ford week. I didn't say that, Richard. No, you can say that. Have it be. Is that proper English? Have it be. But it's not a double negative.
It isn't a double negative.
Anyways, this week, as you can tell, is Ford week. We both have picked a Ford, obviously. It's Ford week. That would make sense. There you go, I helped you. Right, so we've each picked an amazing car, and I picked a Ford GT40.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't feature the Ford GT on here before, the one from 2003.
Yeah.
And it lost.
And it was again.
And now we have the one from 1960, 68, whatever, same thing. Right there, there it is. It looks basically the same. I think the other one is actually 43 inches tall. Yeah, this one here is 40 inches tall. The other one's 43. But it's a awesome racing car. Now, the Blade of Summer can tell you why he picked a Mustang to go against the supercar.
Well, as you can tell, that the Boss 302, what a history that this Boss has. Like the racing history that the Ford GT has, this Boss does too. Great lineage. And now you can tell the difference that you look at the old Boss 302.
That one, right?
And that was pretty cool.
Well,
it's like a car from the time. Now you updated it, and look how nicely updated. A far more superior update than the GT did. And it looks mean. You gotta get this thing going in your looking in your rear view mirror.
I will laugh in their faces as they drive by. No, it's joking. Oh, look at that. Oh.
Yep. So.
That's funny.
Attesting to the handling of that car.
I'm saving this to the desktop.
That it can't go to on a hill.
No, I think it crashed here.
Mm-hmm.
It crashed onto the grass. No, see, it was racing that Prius. That's a Prius right there.
Mm-hmm.
A Ford GT was racing a Prius and lost.
I mean, that's not a bad looking car.
That's actually the concept. Notice how it still says GT40. The other things doesn't say that on it. There it is. It's one of those pictures that says that on it.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of looks like a lot of other. It looks like a lot of other, cars that are of its style. With a Mustang is a Mustang.
If I had to pick which one I could put on my wall without it saying the winner on it, it would be the Mustang. I mean,
I think that paint job is so but
that Mustang look right there, that is the best paint job it can have.
as long as you like it.
That's why I picked it for if you win. That's the one going on the wall.
The red and the white I like the red and the white one.
That one?
That version, yeah, I like that one.
Yeah,
that's got a nice look to it.
I like it.
Yeah,
not that much.
You could go in there and it would just, or the blue and the white's nice. Yeah, that's a pretty snazzy looking car.
I like it with the little spoiler on the front.
Yeah, a little spoiler. So the car is designed. It was for breaking speed records.
Where is you gonna break a speed record with that? Oh, we can go faster than a Bugatti, my Mustang. Yeah.
For things like that, it has, and then, I mean, it's a stock car. So you just want the car. I think it's a sweet looking car.
I'm not saying it's not cool.
And I think it has all of the makings of putting another banner up on the wall for good old Blade Arabesque.
You're so annoying. This car has 2 keys. Now you think, oh well, you get 2 keys with any car, right? You get like 2 keys.
You get them as you want. You can pay for it.
So they make them and keep them.
No, you can actually. They'll probably make 2, and then after that, you gotta buy them.
Oh yeah, you have the 2 with the little cases on them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then they give you more.
All depends on the type of ignition. Some have different types.
And this car has 2 different keys. It has the basic road key. You would drive down to Target to buy a bag of frozen chicken, man, and you would have that key. But then you have another key that you put into it, and that's when you buy the more expensive version, which that one is. And it goes like modifies different things and it goes faster. It's pretty cool, but you're gonna lose.
Car's amazing.
You're gonna lose.
Oh, we'll see.
How do I have 2 different knocking something? Okay, here we go. Just to show you what the thing will look like if he wins, which he won't.
Print it, I win. You want to put it as your screensaver.
Nope, I don't actually want to. anyways, that has been another great episode of Auto Challenge Live. Join us next Saturday as we find out who wins in our competition. Will it be this guy here with the sunglasses and the Red Sox World Series hat with his thumbs going like that, or will it be me with the Red Sox World Series hat? Chilling right here, illin' and win. Stop. Illin'. And the next Sunday we have Auto Challenge Season 1, Episode 3 live, and also make sure you check in.
There's some money
During the week, as we have a special coming up for you, which we're making this week, which is the car search, where we search for 3 awesome cars.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Stop! Let me tell.
A very
Stop!
shiny nose.
Stop!
No, stopping Christmas.
Stop! We have Christmas specials coming up. You can't ruin it.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. You're down history.
I haven't even told you about the special yet, so this is your first time hearing it too. We have coming up during the week, probably Wednesday. We have a Auto Challenge special, which is called Search the Cars. We have 3 minutes, 3 rounds to search for any car we want on the internet and find as much information as we can in that time. We'll each have our own computers, so we'll use your computer for that. Obviously, because it'll make it easier than searching on the Kindle. But we will find 3 cool cars, and we'll first one to win 2 times, so. And you have 2 minutes to talk about it, so you don't really have much time, but if you can talk about any cool car that you want, find as much information as you can about it. And then we have coming up at the end of the season, which will either be on the 11th of January, the 18th of January, the 25th of January, or the 1st of February, depending on when the season ends. The next weekend after that, we have the Auto Challenge Every Video Car Special. So that's every car that we featured in a video on each side will be competing at one place at one time to find out who is the ultimate one.
Woo.
So you can watch that in January. Okay? Thanks for watching. See you next time.